people miss some of those very vital vor jokes. Very
Please
important,
no Vory.
good vor jokes that I'm so glad you guys made.
Yeah, very
Um.
well thought out.
Anyways,
Also, please look at the gif of that fish in the sand. I posted on Autonomy. With that cutie.
My
But I-
God, the end of it.
I hadn't seen the end of it before I posted it, so I don't know.
God damn it.
So that's a very accurate depiction of the halfling dick butt.
Basically, that's what the hell please do.
So you guys see this halfling clambering over nothing, a good 40 feet in the air. Probably closer to like 20 feet in the air.
Wait, so did me and Alibs see a big old fish?
No.
No.
You saw
It's invisible,
you
bro.
saw invisible. You saw the boy fly quick.
Oh, okay.
And you see this man clambering, clearly getting from outside of something to on top of something. Alum, you
Can I
see
just-
this. Esmeralda, you're trying to swim back to the shore at this moment.
Can I just shoot him again from the water?
Hang on. Let me describe things for once in my goddamn life, Zinfandel. Please.
It's Zinfandel, but whatever.
it is. You know what? Yeah, but
Correct personation.
No, Zin, not if it has a somatic cost.
That's fucking savage. Who posted this? Senora Kitty?
Oh,
The fucking T-Rex thing in the fucking other
Oh,
chat?
yeah, that's very good.
wait,
I
I
didn't
didn't
me,
see
dude.
it.
God fucking damn it, please. Why are we doing this? I just want,
Doing what? Just
I want to play
continue.
this game. So you see the man clambering on something invisible until he's back to standing again. He sort of brushes himself off and then he makes a quick motion of the wrist and his spell is dropped. And in front of you, you see a halfling. A very, very small halfling man, dwarfed in size by the black dragon that he's standing on top of.
Oh crap.
What the fuck?
Okay, so
And you see the sunlight glinting off of his gold capped teeth from all the way over there, and he's ready to fight now.
I have a question.
Yes,
Heck yeah.
How close are my party members?
they're real
I
close to you.
assume we're here.
Oh,
How about Esmeralda?
Esmeralda's
I'm
in the middle of the lake, like about
I'm swimming
50
very
feet
quickly
away.
out of the lake.
You're swimming very closely here?
Glub, glub.
Okay. As soon as Esmeralda is near, I'm going to go ahead and say maybe we just recall, guys, maybe? You guys want to just recall? Because, no, I'm just trying to be real here. That's a dragon.
Okay,
it's not
I'm just gonna throw this out here real quick. I don't think Matt designed an encounter in which we're all going to fucking die.
Yeah, but it's a dragon.
yeah.
It's a dragon.
I think we can. I know as a D.
Oh, I get it.
I'm pretty sure we can beat the fuck out of this thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
we're okay.
Pretty
Also,
sure
you
that
know,
battle
you
Okay,
still-
but
thing
does
for us.
Alum think that?
Oh
We
my
still
Alum
god.
might not,
high-
but we're
What-
high as hell,
what
and
is
we're
he, a
just like,
fucking
yeah, man.
coward?
It's a dragon.
I'm very angry, and I want this fucking
God.
gold tooth
be
bitch
honest,
dead.
I'd like to hit something myself.
Yes,
Mm.
I've been trying to act too happy. I want.
The thing is, I'm acting extremely happy, but like
Yeah.
I'm already I'm
Not that
I'm
many.
fueled.
I'm
I'm-
acting very, very out of character, and I'm itching.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
Okay.
Okay. I'm ready.
Oh my god, Jim!
Let's
I
fucking
don't
fight.
think no, because you
Let's fight.
okay.
Let's fight.
Okay,
Let's fight.
I
Let's fight.
understand that you want to fight this dragon, but Alum does not want to fight this dragon.
Well, then he can go fucking home.
Can I? Alright.
Alum's not going to leave his teammates. He's
Alum
No.
physically cannot go home without his teammates unless they are under a roof,
He can just
or
run
if they
away
remove
and
their
not look.
bandanas.
He can
Um,
just look away. And run
wait.
away.
No, okay,
Let the
guys.
chicken
I
go
don't think. Listen, okay. Here's the thing.
Oh, boy.
I know Matthew, right? Matthew's a good guy, but Matthew has. I believe Matt said that some obstacles You gotta run away, man.
I think we'll find out that we have to run
This
away
is
later.
a dragon.
Matt, don't bitch out.
Okay, fine.
We fought one. No, okay. I'm not trying to bring up sour topics, but Graham died because
Yeah.
of one baby dragon.
I'm
Baby.
sure
But the thing is, it was just 2 people. It was just us, and that
It
encounter
was
was
doing
meant for all
like
of us.
fucking
dragons
40
plus a
damage
wizard.
and shit.
Oh my
The
god.
wizard
Okay,
wasn't doing
fine.
anything.
I think
No,
we can,
I'm not
we can
trying to. I'm not
cap-
trying to convince you.
No,
I'm just
I'm-
trying to convince you to. I'm just trying to like encourage you to understand why Alum
Listen,
is a little
okay.
apprehensive.
Okay.
You also want
And
to
that's
tell us, I
perfectly
told you so.
understandable. But you're Graham's commanding officer. You tell him whatever it is you want done, he will do it. He's a
Okay.
soldier. That's what he's gonna
Same.
do. So
So-
just tell us what you want us to do.
No,
Same.
can I do something, Matt?
Sure.
Okay, can I be back at the shore now?
Yeah, you make it back to the shore.
Also, I have
so
a
do I-
question.
Do I
Dragon,
see
guys.
that Alum is all weird about this?
Alum is terrified. Yeah.
Okay, so I grab him by the shoulder and I look at him. You're not afraid of a salamander, are you?
Alum looks at the dragon and looks back at the fucking small little civilian. Looks back at the dragon. Um. uh, he's at a loss for words. This is a I mean, Matt, is it a dragon?
It's a dragon.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to see if I can detect whether or not this is like an adult dragon.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
if-
what I was going to ask. What kind of dragon is it?
If
Is
this
it
is
like
an
It is
adult
a
black dragon,
a black
my God,
dragon?
hold
I would
on.
like to.
That
What
means
do I
poison.
roll? What do I roll to find out information about this dragon? Is it? It's not nature. It's
It
like
would be It would be
nature
Arcana.
probably or Arcana. I guess Arcana.
well, because dragons are intelligent, so they're Arcana, not like
Okay.
a beast.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I want to see if I recognize this this dragon beyond big old black boy.
Also, I'm trying to figure out
Probably not.
where is the
Okay.
halfling? Is the halfling like a decoy, or
The
is he
halfling
riding
is
the
standing
dragon?
on top of the dragon's head.
Okay, I rolled
Okay.
a total after bonuses of 14 on Arcana. What do I see in this dragon?
You see a big black dragon.
I
Okay,
Do you know what I imagined for a second?
Oh,
can I talk to it?
Yeah.
I speak Draconic.
I mean, dragons, I'm pretty sure, speak common too. So
they can speak
it
any language.
speaks. No, that's not how that works. It's not an ancient dragon's inn.
Oh, okay.
If it was
Dragon
ancient,
wants
it would
to
be more
fight.
than the lake.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, ancient dragons are big boys. They're
Ancient
big hot
dragons are
boys.
like the ones that you don't fight when you're max level, because
Yeah,
you're
you
like, oh, that's a dragon, guys.
I'm pretty sure.
An
you
ancient
fight.
black dragon is a CR 21, so you guys are not fighting an ancient black dragon.
Okay, I'm just gonna real quick look over my battle
Oh.
master feats. Damn it, that's 7th level. Fuck, if you would just let me leveled up. Okay.
You know what idea I had? That the halfling wasn't real and the black dragon was some sort of abyssal abyss fish, and the halfling was like kind of some sort of decoy.
That would have been really cool, actually.
that
Yeah.
would have been really cool, but I don't think that's the case.
Okay, I was confused for a second.
Okay, but like usually like dragons have like shit like attacks 4 times a turn. Fucking everyone that's attacking him has to fucking beat a fucking AC of 37. Like shit that's like okay, Alum
What if
Alum
it's an
talks to the
illusion?
dragon in Draconic
Okay.
in an attempt to find something out, I guess.
Find some common ground.
Fuck, guys, we're gonna die. We're all gonna die.
You know what? The rest of
alright.
the party is surprisingly okay with that.
Okay, Alum is not wearing his cape, so his wings are around. He just fucking used them to get out of the fucking pool, so he's got some wings. And he calls out to the dragon in Draconic, yelling quite loudly, much louder than I can yell with sleeping people in my abode. What are your intentions, fair creature?
It
Fair, no, fair, not creature. He doesn't say creature. My liege. My lord. There, my lord. Dragons like
Dude.
that shit.
Tilts its head slightly, looking a little confused, and you see the halfling sort of like scramble to not fall off just a little bit,
Yeah.
and it asks intentions, and its voice, uh, although clearly not speaking loudly, is echoing across this lake area.
We have no reason to engage you in any sort of conflict. We are but mere specks. But we have business with that boy. And he points at the little halfling.
Boy.
The one who feeds me.
Oh shit.
Okay.
You see this thing start walking towards you, clearly not very aggressively, clearly to the halfling's chagrin. And it sort of just wades across the water. It's kind of near one of the closer parts of it, and it's able to sort of take only a couple of steps and only have to like take one sweep of its legs to swim across properly, and then lands on the other side and Dawn's fucking steps onto the bank that you guys are on.
Him big.
What sort of business do you have with him?
We seek him no harm. We just need information. The nearby town is. I know you seek harm for him. My sweet child Esmeralda.
He's speaking Draconic. Do you speak
Yeah.
Draconic as Esmeralda?
Yeah, I get one for your language. I took Draconic.
Oh, okay.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I'm half elf.
Shit.
So yeah, dude, like fucking don't kill us. He's like we are a part of a movement that seeks to better the nearby town. The man who feeds you, he gestures, would have information to help us accomplish this goal. As far as
how?
Well,
Cap,
what? You want to just be dead? I don't want to be dead. Okay.
Heck.
If we cannot be dead, why do you guys want to be dead so much?
I don't know. I experienced it once, and now I'm fucking addicted.
What can we lose? What can we lose from trying to avoid diplomacy? Like what?
Just do it. Just do it.
If this fails, we can die. That's allowed. But first, let's just try.
Let's all die.
Let's all die.
Okay. Yeah. So he's like.
But first try it.
Yeah.
Spinach.
The nearby town is being controlled by rulers that seek to rob the citizens of their freedoms, their free will, and general sensibilities, causing them great harm, both physically and mentally, much to their disregard.
Yes.
Due to magic.
I am aware of the magics that plague this town. They affect me as well. However, how?
How do they affect you, or how do
you plan to rid this land of this magic if I could not?
Well, we believe that the man that feeds you has information regarding this magic, and we intend to destroy the source. If you're implying that that's something you would be in line with, we'd more than welcome your assistance.
You hear the halfling shout out, No, he's lying, you see. I don't have any information on the magics of this town. I've told you that time and time again, and I keep you fed and you keep me not dead, and that's our agreement, right?
Can I insight check this fucking little piece of shit?
Sure.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Alum calls out to the dragon. Think If he had no information, why would he not be as affected?
I figured it was because he had a strong mind such as mine. Not many can cast magic in the way that he can. Not many mortals, at least.
All right, I rolled a 15 for insight.
Um,
He seems like a pretty bad liar.
he's he's probably lying.
Okay, I put my hands on my hips and I look at him.
Mm.
Fucking liar, in Draconic.
Do you know truth?
He shouts back in Draconic, "Fuck you, you little whore!"
Oh.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm
And then,
me as a
as
player,
soon as-
I'm enraged.
As soon as he says this and sees the look on your face, he's just sort of like leans back a little bit so that the dragon's head is in between you and him.
I don't give a fuck. I reach up and I undo my bun and let my hair fall down. Oh, you think that's how it's gonna be, huh? Huh? And
You see
Hold
a
on, baby.
single
I got
middle
your
finger
hairband.
poke over the brow of this dragon.
Okay. Alum puts one hand on Esmeralda's left
I
shoulder
cast
and
fly,
one hand
and I
on
say,
Esmeralda's right shoulder.
and I say,
Hey,
fuck you,
hey,
Alum.
Zen,
I'm gonna kill the fuck out of this
One
fucking
at a
dwarf
time,
and then
one at a
fucking
time,
tiny
Zin.
man.
Hey, Zin.
Sid, remember you got killed. Chill the fuck out.
You're not here. Get away from me.
Mhm.
Don't touch
We
me.
are here.
This
We're
is
just
Yeah,
don't
we are.
care.
This is Tram. This is Talia telling you to chill the fuck out.
Also, I'm gonna be right back really quick.
Man,
Okay.
Actually, I was going to ask, can we take 1 minute break because I really need to go to the bathroom.
God, again? I'm so into this
Yes.
roleplay right now.
I know, but 1 minute.
I
1
hate this man. I hate this tiny man.
Listen,
I'm
I
gonna,
fucking hate
tiny
this tiny
brother.
man
What
too,
can you
but
play
my
him
gay
for?
ass can't care about it.
I'm gonna fucking rip his head off with my magic powers.
I want to watch you do it. Heck, I want to enjoy it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking murder this man. We'll fucking.
I don't know what to say. That's the thing, man. Persona 5, man. Irritable is the fucking hardest one to fucking. This is an irritable ass boy. See, but he's talking to us. He's listening to us, and he can be persuaded. He
He's-
has like-minded interests. If we
you know,
attack the fucking halfling,
Jim, you know
we
how
will
I would
all
describe
die.
this dragon's like general thing?
Sure.
He's a pretty mature guy, you know?
I'm gonna get a water because I'm also as Esmeralda
pretty
and as
mature
a
guy. Is that
person
a
very
reference?
upset.
I'm actually extremely infuriated.
Fuck.
I'm so
I hate-
mad right now.
I bet this asshole is like says keck unironically.
I bet he does. He sounds like a fucking Reddit user, and I hate him.
I bet he fucking. I, I fucking hate this guy. I bet he goes to fantasy Reddit and goes around to people being like, "I had a good day," and be like, "Fuck you." But he's
Hey,
like
Matt,
that.
I have a question,
Mhm.
and this is answer very vaguely, obviously, but if were to engage in combat with this dragon,
We'll die.
how likely is it that we would be engaging in combat with a dragon?
It's pretty likely you'd be engaging
Okay, guys.
in combat
So
with the
if
dragon.
I'm thinking if we engage in combat with this dragon, we'll die. So
Well, then we're not gonna engage in combat with the dragon. I would prefer you to just talk through it. But the
Well, I
thing
just,
is, I
like,
want
I
to
don't
kill the
want-
halfling.
yeah, I just don't want you guys to feel like I'm taking over. Like I'm trying to be
No,
like,
no. Listen, again, as our commanding officer,
yeah, but I'm
yeah,
still Jim. Like
this is
I want us all to have fun.
I am having fun. I'm just infuriated that I'm stuck in I don't care zone.
Yeah.
I'm just happy, and I don't want to be.
Yeah, this fucking halfling, he's gonna get something.
Please, just.
No matter what, he's getting something.
If
I kind of want to rip him to shreds.
If you guys don't let me murder this man.
No, you are free to murder him. I just want to help you mutilate the body.
Just like, can we just we can definitely do that, but let's just like do it in a second. Like after
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have
yeah.
to fight this dragon.
Again, take your time. Get the information that we need. Get this dragon on our side. But then let's kill him. Not
Yeah,
the dragon,
I'm
the guy.
down. I'm down, dude. Like,
Yeah, I'm down. I'm so fucking down.
I'm really
Please,
down.
I want to hit something so bad. Heck.
Okay. Like,
Okay,
I'm
I'm actually
just-
gonna get up though and take a
Okay.
deep breath and maybe just get some fresh air because I'm actually legitimately angry. So I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Fucking both in fantasy world and in real life. Fucking hate people like this.
Like what? Oh, like the fucking halfling.
Like Keki, like you're
I just
angry,
wanna
so I
say-
win.
I just want to say something, and I'm gonna make it very quick, very concise. 19 AC, plus 14 to hit, with reach,
Are you-
27 strength, 25 constitution. I'm just saying, guys.
Are you reading off the stats of an adult black dragon?
An adult dragon, not necessarily black dragon.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't fucking find adult black dragon.
Well,
Okay.
guess what I can do because I have every single 5th ebook.
Yeah, but that's bad. I'm just googling. You're like actually like on the inside. You got the insider info, dude.
Okay, I'm back.
Hold on.
Welcome back.
So
I
we've
think.
decided to kill the dragon, and we all succeeded.
And you also died.
We're also
Fuck yeah.
dead.
I drew the dragon though. Hi.
So.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
sick.
Whatever.
Please show
I looked.
Me.
No, I looked at the stats. Whatever.
What's whatever? You think you can take him?
Oh well, I mean, the thing about black dragons is that they're some of the more feral dragons, like white dragons.
Mhm.
So their physical stats are very high, but their like charisma, intelligence, and wisdom is pretty low. So
Yeah,
we got spells, boy.
I did. I remember that probably the first campaign I ever ended, like finished, in D&D when I was teen, was against a black dragon.
Wait, if
Boy,
it's
that was one of the
intelligence and charisma are
happiest.
low, then let's use our most strongest spell of all. Communication.
I was
Hello,
just gonna
I'm
say, if you
here.
say communication, I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Friendship. I thought you were going to say friendship though.
I
Well,
hate
hey,
it. Okay,
what
this
if we're
is not-
friends with a black dragon though?
Okay, that would be pretty bitchin'. Can I let it fuck me?
It'll fuck you.
It'll fuck you in two.
It'll fuck you into 8 pieces.
Good, because I
Shit.
want to die.
Pieces of fate. You already did, boy.
Non-sexual role play,
Ah!
maybe.
Wait, I thought this was sexual. Oh, I didn't see the non. Oh,
Oh,
no, that's what I was.
no.
Ah, time to leave, guys.
Darn, I hate this. I'm out.
I uploaded a picture of a dragon. I
I'm
tried.
gonna look at it. I'm gonna
Nice.
look right at it.
Yep, that's
I
my
love
point.
the tiny little halfling on it.
Yeah. Oh shit! You saw it. Thank
Wait, the
goodness.
fucking the grills.
Holy shit, that thing's pretty badass.
Thanks, Zen.
Oh,
Fuck.
that is sick.
I
Yeah,
usually would say ew, but now
That's
it's
a-
like holy
it's a
crap.
sick Durgan.
Standing ovation.
I really do hate fucking this halfling man. I love halflings in most cases. 'cause
Yeah,
they can be
same.
Really cool PCs or
Same.
NPCs, but this halfling I want to fucking murder with my bare
Same.
hands.
We
same.
will.
He's a fucking snob.
Maybe, probably.
But yeah, no, yeah. Wait, what? Sana, did you say something about the drawing? Wait, who's about the the gills?
No, I didn't.
I was just gonna say that I really like black dragon horns. They have this like
Oh yeah.
all the other dragons kind of have like we have normal horns, but dragons have these really cool horns towards the front of their eyes.
Yeah, I remember that from the design of 3.5.
They-
I think the artist was Todd Lockwood.
Um, that's really
I
cool.
have a book.
But for like all the other dragons
Oh
are
my
pretty
God.
normy. But black dragon.
That's the one that stands. That's the one that stands out as bizarre, but you know, in a very aggressive way.
The green dragons can also look pretty weird.
Same. Yeah, I agree.
Because they're very like they have this kind of weird thin body structure.
Yeah.
because
Oh,
they're,
I
like,
know.
They're conniving liar of dragons.
You know what's the other two dragons that at least the same artist designed for 3.5? I don't know how in the for the fifth edition is, but the other two dragons that I thought looked really weird were the golden dragon and the silver dragon.
I love the metallic dragons.
I love them, but I remember being kind of disappointed as a kid when I saw the metallic dragons, at least the golden and the copper one, because of the wings. I couldn't understand how anatomically they could fly. But
because
then
they
I
kind of have
just they
weird
have like
lumpy bodies.
fins. They have
Yeah.
like fins. But God, do I love the copper dragon.
Um, by the way, that fucking like fin on the back is spot on, and the horns were spot on. But I was imagining his face more like sleek and triangular, ending in the snout as opposed to with the chin.
Yeah, the image I used for reference is an old sketch from 3.5,
Oh,
and
that's fair.
I didn't enlarge the picture, so it was like a thumbnail. I'm like, oh, so tired.
It's
So
all good.
fuck
I don't.
it. So
I don't.
fuck it.
The
It
fucking.
looks
I
really
don't care.
cool.
But yeah, let me see. Oh God, the picture of the golden dragon.
Heck.
I remember
Are we
being.
all back?
It looks like a
Is
fish.
everyone
Look
here?
at this.
I don't
think
know
they-
if.
Theo, are you here?
I think so. I'm here.
Sana.
here,
Oh yeah,
but
there
I'm
we
eating, so.
Okay.
Okay. Eat that food.
Okay.
So what's
Um,
the state of things, Matthew?
I don't remember. Where were we in the conversation?
Okay, so
We were
Sorry.
yelling at this dragon.
Yeah.
Well,
and
no
then I
longer
got-
yelling. It's right in front of you.
Oh.
Oh, I
Okay.
should mention that every time it talks, it fucking like you can, you know, when you stand too close to a speaker in a concert and you can fucking feel it in your chest and in your feet and just everywhere. That just bass. That.
That's shouldered.
Heck.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say something about the smell of the breath. Because aren't black dragons like poisonous or acid?
They are.
like?
They are acid. Yes.
green
Oh.
dragons are poison.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay,
So,
well,
doesn't
Alan
like-
climbs up in that mouth.
Oh God, no.
No, he
Don't
doesn't.
fucking
Oh my
dies
God.
there.
Yeah, so Alum nods and tries to keep his composure to the best of his ability, because, I mean, what choice does he have?
You should talk a
Um,
wimpy baby about this dragon.
Be a wimpy baby? Well, he's kind of, listen, maybe it's just Alum, but he has a very significant respect for dragons, probably because he's like part that. And he understands that he's mostly the weaker side, which is human. And I don't know. He just assumes that the dragon is something that is infinitely superior to anything he could possibly ever be.
Kelwin, I forgot you were dragonborn for
Yeah, I
like
am.
this whole thing.
Why?
Give me. I want to go with 5 rolls.
Give me a family check
Oh,
to see if
5 rolls?
Tell me the highest.
Holy shit, with a 20?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Or,
Yes. A D20.
okay. And the highest of the 5, yeah?
Yeah.
$20.
You rolled a 20.
I just did now.
Okay. Kelwin, as you're standing in this thing's presence, you feel this overwhelming grief take over you once more.
Oh.
You feel all of your emotions flooding back into you. You
Worst time
feel.
I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to eat a salad right now.
Sorry.
Eat that salad.
You
Make
feel,
it in character.
again, as I described earlier, that disgust with yourself at having like just felt so okay so soon after your friend's death. You just feel a lot all at once, and it's somewhat overwhelming. I'm sorry that
Everything
I overlooked
happens
your race.
all at once. Everything happens so much.
I'm sorry that I
Oh.
overlooked your race like a dumb, stupid, idiot, bad DM.
Is it because now Kelwin is faced with this big old drag?
No. It's because Kelwin
Kaboom.
it's because Kelwin's a dragonborn, and they should have been rolling this all throughout this night. And I'm
I
done.
should
over it.
have.
I should have told you to.
Is there something about Dragonborn? Like,
specifically those with dragon's blood that are more resilient to this type of magic?
oh, gotcha.
Oh.
Which is why that the dragon is okay most of the time, and why Alum's been okay this whole time, and why I should have had Kelvin rolling. Sorry for being bad at this game.
It's okay. So I'm just like suddenly hit with this, and I'm not crying, but like looking and just kind of like I'm now realizing also Esmeralda's anger towards this dude, and so I'm kind of like putting like through the a bit of hysteria of like, oh my god, all this shit happened all at once. Kind of putting two and two together that the little dude up there, not a good dude,
Yeah,
not a good
not
dude at
not a great
all.
guy.
Yeah. So I'm hopping onto the angry boat. SS Anger Man.
All right.
No, stay under control, then, please. For the love of God.
Oh
We'll
no,
die.
my
not
God.
like
Yeah.
not like anger as in like going to attack anger, but like
I choked on
but
SS
like cold
Anchorman.
fury. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
It's
Fuck.
okay.
It's kind of a cold fury though.
All right. Fuck. Like, I should have spent this break thinking of things to say.
Maybe you
This
should have.
fucking Durg. Okay. Alum takes a second to gain a bit of composure. Rubs his face. Fucking tugs at his beard. And lets out a long, sharp sigh through pursed lips. All right. I don't know how to be any less blunt, but the man who has been feeding you and has been spreading these lies about his lack of knowledge um, is currently this group's, he gestures to those around him, this group's public enemy number one. And you, as an esteemed dragon, and I don't mean that for your sake, I truly believe that um, we have no quarrel with you. I can't make that clear enough. Um, in fact, to be quite frank, if we did, we would be ashes or puddles, depending. Um, so we urge you to give us a chance and to let us inquire with this creature. He gestures to the halfling. And use whatever means necessary to reach a truth where we can both find peace. And he then gestures at the dragon.
The dragon looks around at the lot of you and then lowers his head and tilts it so that the halfling sort of comes tumbling off, landing face first in the mud, and he looks back up at you and goes, "Do not kill him, for remember he is my current source of nourishment, and I do not like to have to go out of my way to feed." He
Alum
looks around at
nods.
the lot of you. Are we understood?
I
The dragon sort of like slowly lays down and like shuts its
Does he speak-
eyes, but
Is
at the
he
same
speaking
time,
at us in common?
yes, he speaks at you in common for this one.
All
No, actually, why would he speak in common? That'd be dumb. Yeah, no, he speaks in Draconic, but Esmeralda
Then we
understands
don't.
this, and so does Kelwin, and so does Alum. The rest of you don't understand, but you're still under the power. And he shuts his eyes, but you can still feel. He can certainly sense you just as well with his eyes closed. You are certain of this. You can just still feel his presence clearly there.
So he's just resting to the side?
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna
just laying behind.
I'm
What's
gonna
this?
fucking
Okay.
pick up this little asshole by the scruff of the neck and be like, "How do we save everyone?" And just fucking grill him for info.
You see him, and he's looking around, and you see him looking back and forth, and for a moment you see him searching for a lie, and then you see his body slump a little bit, and he goes, "You, you." You'd have to rid the village of the source of this magic, and he points to the castle, and for the first time, besides this stoic look or this anger, for the first time you've ever seen him, Esmeralda, you can tell this man is truly pained, letting this information out. You
All we have to do is break down that castle. Easy enough.
He shakes his head. No, you. There's a woman inside. She's been the leader of this village for a very long time. Um, I was her right hand man when we founded this place. Um, you're going to have to kill her, and
I'm gonna roll an insight check on this bitch.
you're going. Okay,
Well, Matt, finish your little speech.
you're going to have to kill her. She's she's got the power to remove the pain from the people of this village. It didn't affect me because she wanted someone to be able to defend the village if need be. You're going to have to kill her, and you're going to have to kill her daughter as well if you want to be rid of this. That's
Is she an elven woman?
he
Yeah,
nods.
I'm gonna roll in a little insight check on this guy.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty good. 16.
You reluctantly realize that he's telling the truth.
Oh. So this woman and her child, they take the feelings into themselves from the people, giving them kind of a daze of contentment. Correct?
He nods and goes, that wasn't the intended effect. It's just the sort of magic that she was born with, an ability that she's been able to channel due to the arrangements that we set up inside the castle. She asked me for help because I know quite a good deal about magics and how to amplify them. It's it's a mysterious sort of magic. And it was difficult and took a long time. And at first, the people that were affected by it would just collapse. They had no free will. This is the furthest that we were able to get it to. I that's all I know.
Can I insight check him one more time?
Yeah, sure.
Jesus.
Maybe try listening to my voice and try listening to my acting to maybe
It is pretty
maybe just
convincing.
thanks.
But you know, Esmeralda is. I can understand that also Esmeralda is incredibly suspicious after all the
That's
shit
fair.
she's been.
It's Esmeralda's. Well,
Esmeralda.
something from as far as I can tell, he's Bruce.
Who are you telling this? Oh, yeah, everything is
Talking-
broken in
I'm just-
common.
I'm just talking to Alum. Hey.
Alum nods with the rest of his group.
Before
Well,
before
Commander?
you start walking off, he starts shakily removing a couple of rings from his fingers and hands them over to you. For those of you that don't have any dragon's blood, you might need these to stay sane nearby her.
I
And
put
he
my
holds
hands on
them
my
out.
I put my hands on my hips again. If everyone was so content, then why the need for slave driving? Why hurt? Why kill all those poor people? What was the point?
Because I never tried to kill anyone. I just wanted to build this village up as much as I could before everyone had enough free will to do it themselves.
You didn't
He's
mean
fidgeting.
to. I take a step closer. You didn't mean to murder those children or flay those people alive. You didn't mean to do that?
you extrapolated that a little bit, Zin. This man never murdered anyone. He has beaten people, and no, he has killed a few people. First of all, never children. Um, it was only workers who were not who were like failing to do their job miserably. Despite, as I said, trying their hardest, they were still failing. He's never like just murdered a child or anything like that. And another thing, you've literally never seen this man smile in his life. He clearly does not take pleasure in this. The only pleasure that he took was in his little trap that he set with the dragon because you guys were trying to murder him.
While Esmeralda is asking all of this, can Radko ask something to the halfling man, to Mr. J?
Yeah, sure.
Like, chime in.
Hang on, before you do that, do either of you people
Can I
with
take a ring?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, as soon as you put the ring on, again, that overwhelming feeling of your emotions rushing back in.
How many rings do we get?
He's holding out 3, which is enough for the 3 of you. You notice that each
4
of his
or 3? Yeah.
3, because the rest of you have dragon's blood.
But I'm just angry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Esmeralda. That's right, Esmeralda. So yeah, 4.
4.
Remus.
So 4, like
Including
one.
Remus.
Oh shit.
Kelwyn
Shit,
and Alum
Kelwyn.
both have dragon's blood. Esmeralda,
Yeah,
Graham,
sorry.
Radko, and Remus. 4.
Completely forgot. I'm sorry. Okay. So can Radko ask something?
Yeah. Does he have a ring on?
I suppose that we get the ring before,
He was
like
handing
at
you-
the end of the talk.
He was handing
Yeah.
you the rings as Esmeralda was done fucking investigating him. So
Okay. Yeah, I guess he gets a ring because he wanted to ask something
Okay,
while
he's
the
back to normal.
interrogation was happening.
he's effectively back to normal.
Oh boy, he's angry, but then he's very tense. He's just asking Mr. J, being like, "So you told us about these woman and her daughter and the dangers they got. What about those creatures? What about those flying creatures that seem to carry torturing devices?"
I've been trying to fight off the Varik for years.
They what? Excuse me?
The Varik. I'm sorry. Is that what I named them? Let me double check.
I think so.
I don't know. Yeah, no, this is in character. This
Yeah.
is in character, being like,
Oh, Varkai. I've been.
Excuse me. Excuse the fuck out of you?
It's all good. I've been trying to fight off the Varkai for years. There was a settlement of them that was pretty far off that we beat back a couple 100 years ago, but they just kept multiplying and kept coming back.
Are they
One
related?
man's not enough to deal with all of those things.
Good.
Yeah, we are aware of that, as the ghost of Androel just said.
Burps.
But yeah, no, Radko's mostly asking, being like, are these things a creation of this woman that you're talking, or were they here before?
As soon as you say that, you see a rage cross his face. You dare accuse her of
I step in front of Radko, being like, "You wish to raise a fist? I swear to God, I will crush your skull so fast."
Alum looks over. He's like, "No, you won't, because then we'll get all our skulls crushed real fast."
Still, Radko's really hard. Oh shit, woman!
If you think that Lady Shadbury would have done such a thing, you know nothing.
Yeah, exactly. We know nothing.
Yeah,
So
Good point. We don't know anything.
I get down to his level and I'm like, maybe a lowly worm, but who is this Lady Shadbury?
Maybe a lowly what?
Worm, like not like dragon worm, like WORM instead of like worm.
slay me, worm.
Yeah.
Lady
God.
Shadbury is the woman that you people intend to murder.
I bite my tongue. and
The one that has worked literally her entire life, hundreds of years trying to fix our wretched society, and you just want to go in and kill her because what? Because a couple of fucking people died to some birds? Because a couple of fucking people were overworked?
I laugh.
He spits in your
Small-
face.
Oh,
Alum seizes and fucking. Oh man,
you-
like
I'm gonna hold Esmeralda.
No, I
Yeah.
gotta hold her back.
hold me
no,
back,
I don't,
hold me
I don't,
back,
I don't
bro.
swing. I don't swing. I don't say anything. I just laugh.
Okay, I was ready to hold
Okay.
her.
All right.
One day, I will love to see ugly face of yours contort in agony. But now I need answers. This lady, where is she, and what kind of defenses does she have?
It's just a simple barrier. The only those with dragon's blood can get through. It was the simplest way to.
Is she
We
a
figured
dragon?
that would be a pretty simple and a defense to set up, and these rings will get you past as well.
So with that in mind, I look over to the dragon, who's clearly, yeah, we get the feeling that like, oh yeah, he's still like aware of us.
Mhm.
I'm like, so you've heard all this, I'm assuming.
He
If
And the dragon just goes like, what?
he nods slightly.
if you had interest in ridding this town of this wretched magic, did you have any interest in assisting us in this siege?
The magic is a mild irritant, I will admit. But frankly, I fear my source of food will disappear if this woman is killed.
Then how do you suppose we proceed?
Don't leave. Don't come back. That would be
I'm sorry, but that's not an option for us. There are people here and they are in terrible pain.
No, they are not.
Uh, as somebody who, God, why am I so quiet? As someone who is under the influence, the joy of this town, it sits with you. You won't feel it immediately, but eventually it gets to you. The things you've seen, the things you've just let happen. It doesn't go away. And while you may be content, it just gnaws at your very being.
And yet, do you think that they have not progressed?
They have not. There's so many other better cities in the world. There's so many technologies. I've seen them before I came here. There's no
The
progression here.
lives of these people. Do you think this magic has not progressed? Do you think that someday there is no chance that this magic could be perfected and then spread?
I look at him, and as on my honor as somebody of the arcane, I will take what has been done here, and I will progress it. But the need for human lives, the need for so much pain, it's barbaric. Don't you agree? Progression should not be, paved by the blood of innocents.
He takes a moment and he looks at you. You are idealistic, child. Do as you please.
Well, if I were to do as I please, I draw.
Enough.
No.
I draw a dagger.
No.
No.
What?
No.
No.
He,
We're holding her.
Hold me back, bro.
Hang on,
Hold my
hang
weave.
on. He glares down at you and says, "If human pain is inherently wrong, why would you want to harm this man?"
Is this spoken in Draconic?
Yeah, because I don't even know idea. I don't even if I can participate in this conversation.
We can listen to it
Exactly.
because we understand it because of
The rings.
or they understand
The
it because of the rings. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Do-
think you
do-
can.
okay.
I don't think you two
the
can
rings.
speak back. but Kelwyn and Alum can definitely talk, obviously,
Okay.
because they know Draconic.
Heck.
Did we bind the halfling some way?
No,
Okay.
I
Well
mean, not
Hey.
yet.
I put the dagger away. And
Hey, Graham, let's play cards.
I helped the halfling up to his feet.
Fuck. Oh,
You're right. My anger is foolish and childish, as you say. And I help the halfling up. Go. Leave. Never come back to your blood-soaked city. And if I ever see your face again, I will destroy you. But for now, you have your life. And I gesture to the dragon. You go with him. You have your source of food. He can find a way to provide. I assume you're both intelligent. You just cannot stay here and continue to harm people. I will not stand by and let that happen.
my God.
the halfling nods, tears in his eyes, and starts running, and then stops and falls to his knees. He's clearly overwhelmed with this whole encounter, with this whole idea that of what you guys are going to be going through with. And the dragon looks down at him, and he looks over at you, and he takes a couple of steps forward, and then with one swift motion swats the halfling with his tail.
Oh,
The tail swipe is quite precise, right with the tip of his tail, directly at the base of this man's spine, and you watch him just stop moving
Yes.
and fall to the ground.
Fucking knew
And he
it.
looks down at you and goes, "If pain is the problem, he felt none." And he starts walking towards the castle.
Alright, if you're going to help us, I mean, I wish I would have gotten. You would have told me because I would have killed the shit out of that dude. I would have.
I'm not gonna lie. I
would've
love my
fucking-
mom.
I would have fucking burned the fuck out of him. I would have burned him alive. Why didn't you tell me? I would have helped you.
God, my mom's the best.
Oh
And
my God.
I look back at the party, and I walk over to the halfling. He's dead. He's obviously a corpse now,
Yeah,
right?
super dead.
Oh, I fucking spit on. Like, fuck you.
Okay.
Like, fuck you. You're the worst. And I'm gonna just cast slowly Eldritch Blast on him, just over and over and over and over again until
Alright.
he's nothing. So
Okay,
just
you
like,
burn his spell slots, just so
No,
you
no,
know.
they're
No,
cantrips.
Eldritch Blast is a cantrip.
yeah. So just more and more like force energy, just like if you were to just bludgeon a person until
Yeah,
they were dust.
Yeah, he's like just sort of a like the spot that you were shooting at over and over again. Eventually, there's just a hole through his chest cavity, and he's sunk like a good 4 or 5 inches into the mud. And by that point, you feel that that's enough.
I lift up his dead collar and I whisper in his cold ear, "Do not mess with the gypsy that wanders."
That
I love
is
her.
a bit of a racial slur, but that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, she is a gypsy and she wanders.
Yeah, but you're
She
not.
is-
yeah, but that's not.
Gypsy is a slur.
Yeah, gypsy is a slur.
What?
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
It is.
That's
Um,
used against them.
The
Okay. Let's
technical term is Romani.
And
If-
the technical turn is you're a fantasy bitch. So
Exactly.
find a new title by the next session, please.
Call it
Thank you.
Wanderer. Call it Wanderer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I'm gonna give you back your hair tie and give you a high five.
Do you have a scrunchie? Because these things are they're not fun.
Actually, yeah. Hold on, and I go ahead. Graham takes out his own real thick hair tie and hands it over to you.
Okay, yeah, and I use it to tame the wild beast that is my hair.
Hey, so after we get the rings, does that restore or way to feel or
Yes.
Yeah.
like, that cancels out?
Yeah.
Okay, through
Thank
the
God.
whole way, I don't know what we're doing. Are we going back to the castle or something? I don't know. But Racco is crying. Like, he's quiet.
The
He's
boy is back to
weak.
crying.
He's weeping like Mary Magdalene at Jesus Christ's cross. He's crying, and he's not making any sound, weeping, and don't you dare to come close and ask him what's going on. He will fucking stab you.
I mean, I
That's
think we
it.
all know what's
That's
going
it.
on.
Yeah, we all know what's going on.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
That we all just
Uh,
lost a friend.
Well, Graham's more
No, for
infuriated
him,
than anything else. I mean,
for
we're
him,
just be glad we're not near the village.
for him
Yeah.
is deeper. For him is deeper
Yeah,
than
but
that. But
we're
yeah, let's
going
go
to
on.
figure. That's what everybody is going to figure, is what I mean. People aren't going
Okay.
to.
But what you say is that we lost a friend. It's like, no, for Radko is something. But yeah, no, carry on. Let's
Yeah,
let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
I shrug my shoulders.
Radko, give me a perception check, please.
Okay. Where's my dice? Sorry, it's under my sketch. By the way, if you want to look at some art, go to the character art. I drew a dragon
saw.
boy.
It's very good.
Look at that boy.
Fuck. Okay, perception check. Give me a second.
This is a good dragon boy.
Fuck. 9.
9? Okay, no.
Yeah, total.
So yeah, you guys
He's
start.
blinded by tears.
You start walking. Exactly, you're blinded by your tears. You all start walking towards the castle, and as you do so, you see this dragon that is sort of stomping in front of you. You eventually reach a pathway, and as he steps onto this path, you watch his form shrink down and condense, and suddenly in front of you, where there was once a giant dragon, there is what looks human? Question mark. He looks almost human or elven in stature, but his features are like that of a race you've never seen. Although something about him reminds you of Alum. Not physically, he doesn't actually look like Alum, but there's just like this presence about him that calls back to Alum's whole lineage,
Just to throw this
Alum's
out
whole
there.
race. Yes.
I'm gonna fuck the dragon.
And this
The dragon
this
wants to
man
fucking kill you.
this man has deeply tanned skin, and a relatively large black beard, and his black hair is sort of pushed backwards and swept, reaching a little lower down than his shoulders.
Nice.
And yeah,
How old does he look like? Does he look like a 30-year-old or much older? No. I'm literally asking because I'm drawing
You
him
can't
as we
tell.
speak. Okay, cool.
he simultaneously somehow looks older than you could possibly imagine living, and yet like a young, spry young man.
Okay, so not too many wrinkles, no gray hairs, just that look. That means I've
Yes,
lived
exactly.
through centuries, and
Exactly.
you're just babies.
I love him already.
That's really cool. But he wanted to kill us a moment ago.
Listen, I don't care. I love him already. I loved him when he wanted to kill us.
Anyways, so the lot of you walk, and you walk for a while. The sun finishes setting by the time that you guys have arrived at the castle, and the whole scene is lit by a dull moonlight. And you step up to these castle doors. The whole building is not so much a castle as a keep. It's not grand. It's not intricate. It's just old. What do you do?
Is there a door?
Mhm.
Walk through the door.
Alum looks over at the dragon boy. The dragon boy he's standing right next to us, right?
Yeah.
Like he's standing with our group. So what kind of food was the halfling providing for you?
You really need to ask.
The people?
Is it people?
Was the people?
Varkai.
Soylent Green.
Varkai primarily, though occasionally he
Oh.
would get shipments of meat.
Alum nods. This may be a bit forward, but seeing as we're about to go into battle together,
He tilts
believe
his
them.
head, looking confused. Did you expect resistance?
Well, a little. I mean, when you
Just a
go into
touch.
somebody's house and you're like, "Hey, I'm going to kill you," they don't typically just like, "All right, here I go." That never really happens.
That
You
aside,
really are my mother.
He chuckles and looks inside and goes, I do not sense much in the way of life force from within there, just enough to continue the channeling. You're not going into battle. You're going into murder.
Oh, that makes me feel bad.
Alum nods slowly. Yeah.
I'll if everyone's okay with it, um, this is kind of a grim thing to ask. Can I put her down? I've been here the longest, and
Okay, I have a quick question. Was this at all explained to us in common? Because a lot of the conversations that went on were all draconic.
This
Yeah.
man
Alum
has
explained
been
it on the way.
again. A lot of these conversations. Yeah, sure. Alum explained it on the way, but this
Okay.
man has only been talking in Draconic. But as I said, those magic rings are allowing you
Well,
to
let us-
understand it, and he
okay.
understands
Okay.
Common. So if you talk back to him, he'll understand you. You're just talking two
Okay.
different languages.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. I don't know. There was a child mentioned. We have to kill her too?
According to the halfling.
I
Well,
don't
the
know
help-
about y'all, but I'm not one for child murder.
I
think we're a little too in deep at this point. The reason why I asked, he looks back at the dragon. I happen to know of a movement that would be more than capable of supplying you with meat and food, where you wouldn't have to work for it. You said you didn't exactly enjoy the bother. If you would be interested, I'm sure the only thing they would require of you is, I don't know, probing your brain, and at most, your assistance at time from your, I'm sure, wealth of skills.
He sort of eyes you for a moment and then goes, I'll follow you, but I can't guarantee my stay.
That's all I can ask. And Alum turns back to the door.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Going in, I guess.
Yeah. What I will do is I'm going to Alum. You're going to want this back. I have a better one. I give Alum, and I just kind of put my hand onto the side, and with a sudden movement of black flame, I'm going to use my Pact of the Blade and summon a great sword of my Pact Fiend.
All right.
So now I have a great sword made of infernal shadow.
That's
Holding
chill.
that in two hands.
Alum asks for the sheath back as well. He won't be
Oh,
using
yeah.
this.
Yeah, go ahead, take it. And I turn my back
Yeah.
to you.
He takes it off and
Oh.
puts it on his waist.
Yeah. So. Yeah, big old great sword. Made a
Cool.
Neat.
All right, they go, dude.
If we before we go, is
Mhm.
just a small question. Radko just approaches the Dragon Boy, like the new one, not the other two we already have.
The
And he
dragon.
has the actual dragon.
100% dragon.
The 100% organic produced dragon. He approaches him and is gonna, just for convenience, just, what should we call you?
Kismot.
What is it? Kismot.
I was supposed to say like Mike.
My name is
Some call
Donald.
me Tim.
God damn it.
I am commonly referred to as Mike from
Tim.
accounting.
Kismat, by
No,
the way,
Kismet.
is Qismat. Kismat.
Okay, so not with K, so it's not like Kismet
No.
in Turkish, which
Callum
means
doesn't know how to write.
Okay. Yeah,
Either way,
no.
I already love him and he's perfect.
No, it's an Arabic name. It means fate.
Also,
Yes,
Radko,
exactly. That's what I was
didn't
gonna
want
ask.
I didn't want to say anything, but the fact that you immediately went to Benedict Cumberbatch, I was like, yeah, that's
That's me.
100% the voice that I'm
Ah.
hearing.
Oh
Wait,
God. Really?
wait.
Yeah, you sound like Smaug.
Is that Smaug's voice?
Yeah, it is. It's
God.
really good though. It's really good and it's really fitting.
But it's really afraid because that's how dragons should sound. However, wait, can you describe me again how you write the name?
Let me go ahead and pull it back out. It is Qismat. I'm not
Okay,
100%
because
if that's the correct pronunciation of it. If it's not, I apologize
I
to whoever fucking ever hears this and knows
Sorry,
how to
sorry.
pronounce that fucking Arabic name that didn't have a pronunciation guide.
can I there's a small correction. It's with K. Kismet. Kismet is Turkish and it does mean fate.
No,
There's,
it's not a Turkish name.
Okay, no, it's not a name, it's a word, it's a noun. Turkish kismet for Arabic kisma. Never mind. I was just making sure because kismet is one of the words that Lord Horatio Nelson apparently whispered when he died. But it was proven that he did say, instead of kismet, he did say kiss me.
I think Kismet with a Q is Afghan, and it still means fate,
Oh.
and it's a name.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Heck.
just reading. It's like from Arabic kisma, Qisma. Is the Turkish, that's the Arabic form, and it's the Turkish term for fate or destiny.
Cool beans. Don't
Sorry, that's
care about
like
the Turkish pronunciation.
Notably,
right.
Turkey does not exist in this realm.
Yeah, that's also a thing.
nor does Arabic, but yeah. No.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. His name Destiny. Awesome.
Nice. Anyway, are we going through a door?
We
Yes.
have gone so strongly.
We're going through a door.
We're going so hard.
All right.
Through that door.
So you all step through, and what you see is this keep has clearly been drastically renovated to, on the inside, mostly just resemble a house. It's clearly made of stone on the outsides, but a lot of the flooring seems to be redone with more comfortable looking wood. Not comfortable to stand on, but comfortable to look at. And just the stone staircase in the back is still the same uneven, strange keep type of steps, to where the right wall is, or the left wall is like a little too tight. It looks uncomfortable to climb, but besides that, there's a living room and a dining room, and it kind of looks like an open floor plan sort of area, and then a staircase leading upstairs.
Okay. So there's no other doors. I'm sorry.
No, this is just sort of an open area.
Okay, so it's just an open area and then
it's-
stairways leading upward.
Yeah, it's pretty much just
Okay.
got like all of your general living spaces merged into one sort of room.
Can I perception check for anything interesting?
Yeah, sure. There's not much of interest.
Okay, well then. Oh well.
It's
I didn't even roll the dice. It's
just,
fine.
Yeah, I know. It's just a bunch of rooms. There's some tables, some chairs, some couches, a little, what seems to be, someone seems to have broken out part of the keep painstakingly, and then like dug a, like carved out a chunk of stone, and then carved out another chunk of stone, sort of a chute going upwards, where to make sort of a makeshift fireplace. It looks like a makeshift home.
Okay.
And then this staircase.
All right. Well, I'm down to go up the staircase. Any objections?
Go for it.
Staircase time.
All right. I guess it's
follow
time for the
through.
staircase. So we file up the staircase.
All right. As you head up the stairs, you realize that the stairs don't go up all the way to the top of the keep, or like there's like a sort of like stone slab that seems to have been placed so that you can't head up any further. But on the second floor that you guys are now on, you can see that there are some rooms that seem to have been built into this. One of them with its door slightly ajar, and the other one with its door firmly closed, sort of further down.
Okay. Um, I want to kind of just peek in through the door that's slightly ajar.
Okay. You look in and you see a room. It's got a bed. It's relatively Spartan, but it does have, strangely enough, a window looking to the outside, like a proper-sized window, despite the fact that there wasn't a window that you could see from the outside.
But nothing of interest in here.
No, just blankets, a couple of chairs.
Okay.
Nothing really. It's a Spartan room, as I said.
All right. I will leave this room alone.
It's a good word, man.
Thanks.
That is an excellent word.
I do love that description. Yes.
Okay, let's
Okay.
just keep going over that one fucking word I used.
Hey, did you know that
I'm
word?
sorry. It's not that often that I actually hear.
No,
The
the
English
joke was that
language.
James was making a joke because I used the word twice, and he's used the word earlier in this campaign, so I'm sure he's like fucking accusing me of copying his word or some bullshit.
No, I literally
Fucking
thought it was a
fight.
good word. Fuck off.
Oh, okay, then I'm sorry I was so
Shit.
hostile.
So,
Jesus.
sorry, I
Well,
did.
so you want to go ahead and we'll check the closed door now? Yeah, let's inspect that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
As you open this door, you sort of shove it open, and it opens rather easily. But after just opening just a little bit, like maybe a quarter of the way, it's sort of like you meet a little bit of resistance, and as you push, you realize that this resistance is a thick layer of dust. Like that's just sort of like the door is sort of dragging up against a little bit.
Gross.
And as you push it the rest of the way open, you can see this room, and there are these crystals placed strategically all around it. All of these white crystals, and into each of them there are these golden tendrils of light sort of flowing out to every other one, and then the one will have this golden light flowing out towards it, and then the next one in the ring will have
Hey.
this sort of black tendril reaching in from it, all centered around this one woman, sitting in a simple but comfortable looking chair.
Okay. Um, I open the door a little bit, great sword in my hand, and I
The door's already open.
The door
well,
is
I mean-
open. You open it again.
I close it and then I open it again. I lock it from the inside. Look at the lady. Open it again. Pull it. Say hello.
You do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight.
I open the door, get on the floor, and walk the dinosaur.
Okay.
No,
That's
but
my
for
job.
but shut up.
Cohen, please.
I take a step closer and I broadsword and I say, "Are you, Lady?" I don't want to call her Shamberry. That's what I have down.
Is it Shadberry?
Shadberry.
Or is it Shadberry?
Shot.
Or Chadberry?
Oh, yeah. I guess it's Shodbury, which is
Shadberry?
what I am changing it now to
Shodbury.
because I mispronounced it when I first said it. Shodbury.
Okay, so
Sorry.
I say, "Are you Lady Shadberry?"
Um, you see no response from her.
Well, if you are, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to kill you here. You've spilt too much blood, caused too much pain. And I take another step closer. Now I have the greatsword ready, and I'm kind of bringing it up to her neck.
Okay.
And I'm gonna chop this lady's head off.
Okay. As soon as
Be a
the
little more graceful.
blade touches her neck, you feel this overwhelming wave. Esmeralda, you've actually not felt this one before. Neither have you, Alum. And even with the rings on, even with the dragon's blood, even the dragon is clearly slightly affected by this as he stands watching, interested from the doorway. Um, as these black tendrils that you can see flowing into her, it looks like millions of them start flowing out. They begin piercing into each of your chests, and you feel this
Shadow of the
overwhelming
Colossus style.
what? Yeah,
Said,
Shadow of the Colossus style. And you feel this
Oh.
overwhelming sadness and pain echoing throughout you, more than any single person could possibly bear, more than any single person possibly could. Each of you feels this overwhelming negativity that is just so profoundly greater than anything you've ever felt before. It almost feels right. It feels like you're doing something right by taking on this much pain yourself. And as you do this, the woman opens her eyes and looks up at you, and she sees you sort of staggering back a little bit. Everybody go ahead and roll me a d4, and whatever the result of that is, subtract that from your current wisdom score.
Oh, okay.
I have to find my D4.
That would have been. I mean, I guess Zin doesn't care because that's like their worst score.
No, my worst score is Constitution.
okay.
I have an 8 in
Wait.
Constitution.
So it's like the actual score on the far left.
Mm-hmm.
No, you
Just remember how
remove
many
one.
you subtracted by,
Uh,
because
I
this
have a
won't
question.
necessarily be
Is this
permanent.
is this similar to what we dealt with the Elven Child the first time?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
that was
is.
me.
Okay.
It is exactly the same, but it feels
It's stronger.
much stronger.
Okay, you got it.
So, I'm rocking a wisdom of 8 now.
All right.
Oh.
Same.
15. Heck.
Hawk.
Rocking a 16.
Nice. Um, so all of you feel this great burden upon you, and you see this woman open her eyes and see a couple of tears run down her face, and she looks up at you and goes, "Who are you?"
I am Esmeralda.
I am
That's
Rako.
She continues looking around the room.
I
Graham,
am
ma'am.
Montoya. You killed my father.
God, kill
I
him.
am Inigo
Sorry,
Montoya.
I'm-
You ruined my moment. Prepare to die.
Fucking hell!
Sorry.
God,
I'm
come
actually
on.
Theo died. Come on.
I'm
I-
sorry. Just-
Stop
love
giving
you,
Theo
Sana,
such a
but
hard
please.
time.
I know. I'm
I
Oh,
love
it's
you,
fine.
Sana.
It's fine. I'm just messing
Theo-
around.
Theo, I do love
I'm
you,
sorry.
but please. No, seriously, I do, but please.
okay.
Yeah, no, I do just tell my my name.
Why don't you say it in your character voice,
Yeah,
please? Thank you.
Calvin. I don't have a character voice.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's okay.
You don't
I'm
have some
still
character.
I'm unable to do this.
Does anybody
Your
not
voice-
introduce themselves?
Yeah,
I
I would stay
introduced
silent.
myself. I got it. I gave my name.
What
Okay.
I'll do.
Both Alum and the dragon stay silent, and she looks around and she goes, "Are have we failed?
What
Is
do you
that what
mean?
you're here for?"
I mean, the one
I'm
who.
sorry, ma'am, but failed?
Jackson and I, we've been working on this experiment for long enough. I'd assume you'd only be here with such clearly hostile intentions, she says, looking at the sword, if we've failed.
I do believe that your mission of I kind of like flail my arms hard, like free hand around. Hate and pain has come to an end.
Hate and pain? What could you possibly be talking about? Nobody in this area has been feeling hate nor pain For the last 200 years, you've got to understand. It's. I thought we had more time.
I get down on my knee. I'm still holding the sword. I don't let it go. Um, I've been in your town. How long have I been in this town? Like 15 years?
Probably like 3 years.
Okay. I have been in this town for years, and they may not feel it now, but it's there. The feeling is inset. They have stared idly by while their friends have been beaten, or in these people's cases, good people have just watched others be murdered.
Her face, as she looks at you, twists into a sort of fury for just a moment. More the angriest that you've ever seen a person look for just a moment, and all of you feel that in your heart. All of you feel this compounded anger, and she says, "No!" And then regains composure and goes, "No, It's not there forever. It's only there until I can purge it, and I can purge it with time. Sir,
I,
I mean,
I,
ma'am, I'm begging you, give me more time."
I'm sorry, I, can I see your? I look down at the crowd. Can I see your friend?
What?
You mean the ashes?
Yeah, Androl.
All right. I'm assuming
Alum has
does
it, I'm pretty
Alum still
sure.
has the
Wait,
flask?
why are we giving you the child? Why are we
Right.
giving you this precious boy?
I wanna just be like, hey,
Well,
this happened.
I'm asking fucking Esmeralda in
Oh.
character.
Oh,
Why?
I want to show her what's happened.
I mean, okay. He walks over and uncorks.
Don't pour him out. Just give me the flask.
Obviously, no, but he's not gonna give fucking the ashes of a friend to some strange ass lady. No, he fucking uncorks it and shows it to the woman
This
and lets Esmeralda speak.
this man, Andorra was his name, correct?
Mm-hmm.
He was
Yeah.
killed brutally, trying to save people. I can assume.
Yeah, sure. I wasn't there.
The
I
purging
can confirm.
of these feelings, of their feelings, that's wrong. You need to give them their time to mourn. If you just take things away, you don't give people time to grow. You make the feelings meaningless.
No, no, I mourn for them. I
That is
rage for them. You don't seem to understand, ma'am, because you haven't been watching over closely enough. You've only been here for 3 years. You clearly know nothing.
Ma'am, if I may speak freely.
If it's an order, I understand. Get it done with. But at least take my research back. At least let somebody focus on this, because I've suffered for long enough to not have you take it all away.
I promise you, to my God and all of yours, that I will keep your research safe.
She rolls her eyes. She clearly does not. She does not trust you. Clearly,
Can I persuade her?
you
I mean,
can.
you could do it with your fucking greatsword.
I'm not going to fucking
Through
kill
her
this
fucking
thing.
chest.
Also probably leave the other cat just to say.
Real quick. I mean, do we have to kill her?
Okay, that is a 17 for
Oh
persuading her
God,
to-
no! Oh God, no!
She's been doing this for 200 years, bro. She's got some pretty good will.
Her wisdom stat is like godly.
All right. I
Literally.
shrug. Well, I'll just take it from you when you die, and I get the sword ready.
Hold on.
Hold on a minute.
Gosh. I
Hold
mean,
that dimma dang phone.
Alum looks over at his protesting party members, looks over at Esmeralda, sighs, I don't think we're going to convince this woman. We have a job to do. And he turns his back on the whole fucking shebang and walks out the door.
I cut her head off.
Oh
All right.
God.
Yeah. You don't have to roll
Oh,
for that. She's not fighting back. Um, but as you do, you you see her head fall from her shoulders, and you see the pain and anger and sadness. You see it all wash away just suddenly from her face. Suddenly, she is serene. Um, not obviously in a happy way. She has this simple, mournful look on her face, and each of you feels these black tendrils ripped out from your chest violently. For a moment, it feels as though a literal physical chunk of you has left. But as you look down, you're fine. Your will is restored, or wisdom rather, is restored, and also your sense of solidarity, your sense of individuality. But on top of all of those things, you feel this sense of loss, this sense that mere moments ago you had this responsibility, this duty to the people that you were helping, that you were taking on the burden of. You felt that leave you, and you felt it. You feel less useful. You feel less powerful. You feel like the world itself is now less without her and without yourself taking on that burden.
Esmeralda just kind of picks up her head and, or like, closes her eyes and just like, that sucks. This fucking sucks.
Does anyone else feel like we just did this the wrong way? Because I certainly fucking do.
And Kismat chuckles behind you and goes, "You did it the way that you thought was right, I'd assume."
I didn't think this was right.
screw you! Screw you, you old man!
Hey.
He laughs.
I walk up to Kiss Mott. What would you have done? There's over
He
300.
is a black dragon. He doesn't. He just. Oh! And Rako just walks away. He's just like so done, so fucking done with all this.
Yeah. What would you have done? There's 300 people, and they are all in deep. If they don't know it now,
He looks
they
at
know it.
you sternly. This man, his stern expression looks somehow exactly like simultaneously every parental figure that you've ever seen in your life, and he looks at you and says, "I would have made a decision and stuck with it.
All right.
And if I were you, now that I've made that decision, I would follow through." And he walks out of the door and down to the entrance, now realizing that the show for this area, at least, is over.
How long does this weapon? You can choose it
Okay.
from this-
Okay. This might be stupid, but it's in character. Kismet.
Yeah.
Is he? I mean, I just made Rako go through one door, like outside. I guess Kismet is taking the same door.
Yeah, it's the only one direction outside.
Okay, Rako's gonna punch him.
Okay. Roll.
Rako is consumed with rage and sadness and mourning, and he fucking kills somebody.
Okay.
He punches to kill.
Make a roll. That's not a thing, punching to kill, but I understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking care. I'm tired.
Heck.
Okay,
Big
so it's a roll with what?
D20 plus your strength mod plus your proficiency bonus, I think, because you have like a feat that does
12.
12. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. You punch him, and it lands on his jaw, and it hurts your hand like a bitch. Like, fuck, you feel like you've just punched a goddamn steel breastplate as you strike against his jaw, and he just gives a quick glare to you and says, "Get over yourself," and continues walking.
Fuck you.
I keep pace with him. I don't talk
I
or
think
look up.
actually I wanted to talk to Esmeralda before we left the castle. So like in the main room, everyone else is outside. Alum is waiting for Esmeralda, and he nods. Well, it's pretty grisly, but I believe he's trying to stay tough, but it's at least somewhat obvious that he's
I
relatively pained to say this. I believe we have one more.
I I I hug him and I say, I know haven't known you.
You cut out.
You cut out.
Oh, I said I hug Alum, or like at least just like get some kind of physical contact on him if he
Alum is
resists a hug.
shocked, but
Um,
accepts the hug.
I don't think I can I could take another heart tonight. Do you Can you help me with the next one, friend?
Alum
And
nods.
I appreciate that. Let's go. And I turn and start making my way towards the door.
Well,
All
this is a good thing that Raiko didn't hear that because holy fucking shit.
All
Yeah,
right.
no, he's,
So are you just walking on into the town?
well, I think we need to regroup, have a little bit of talk with the rest of the members of the party.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
we have to find this girl.
Okay, so you guys reconvene back downstairs, back a little bit away from the thing, and you find enough seats and couches around to be able to all sit down and rest for a moment.
Alum, where did we all teleport here? Right in the middle of town, right?
Outside of it.
No,
Out of town.
you teleported into the fields. The rest of the party teleported outside of it. That's why you didn't show up right away.
Okay.
Because you had to reconvene together.
I look over at my 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 party. How does Graham look?
He is kind of just slumping over in his chair. He has one elbow on his knee, and he's rubbing his face. He clearly is upset.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like the idea of murdering anybody needlessly. Especially at this point. Not a kid.
Yeah.
He can't do this. Not to a little girl.
How does Radko look?
Okay, give me a second. Raiko's eyes are red, but from crying or fury or whatever, but he's sitting absolutely straight. Actually, he's not sitting down. He's standing straight up, arms straight to the sides, and he's saying, "Listen, you are my captain, but right now we are actually we used to be nice to something that's pure evil, a black dragon who just looks for to feed. I don't know.
You feel
We
a glare
chose.
at the back of your head.
Dragon doesn't fucking care.
I know.
He's just saying, listen, we chose to murder a woman and a child over
We
an
haven't
evil
chosen to murder
dragon.
the child yet.
No, here's the thing. No. He's Ranker saying, it's like, this is what we told the dragon we were going to do. We were going to murder a woman and her child over an absolutely evil thing. You are my commander. No. If let me finish. Ranker says, you are my commander. I'm going to follow every order you tell me. But after this mission, I might actually not continue here. Because this goes against everything I believe.
Alum nods.
I will help you in this mission. But after this, You can fucking forget me.
Alum takes a second to think about that. Well,
I just don't think we have to kill her. Can't we just take her
We
back to the
don't.
movement?
Exactly.
Well, after this fine first kill, what does it matter? What does it matter a second kill? What
Listen,
does it
we
matter
can
a
save
second
her
kill?
life. Like,
We can save the life of the child.
I
she's
think
not
we
like
need to
her.
put a little bit of thought into this.
What did you know that she's not like her mother? Because at
We
one
don't,
moment
just
your
a
mind
but we
kid.
could maybe talk to her instead of making a harsh decision while we haven't even spoken.
Well, here Esmeralda here decided that this woman's life was up to her to decide to kill. We didn't get to say anything. She got to choose whether she lived or she died.
In a scenario like this, where people,
We were trying to
hundreds,
protest the first time before you tried to swing your sword at her neck.
she wasn't going
Hell.
to come with us.
That's what you thought. You didn't give us a chance of talking. Screw you, woman. Screw you. You just came here and took reins of the thing.
Just calm down. Just take a deep breath, Radko. Just
God.
hold on.
I sigh and I look at you, Radko. Not with anger, but or like malice, just with sadness. A
Don't you
decision
fucking consent me, woman.
a decision had to be.
Alum holds up a hand.
God. We
Radko.
lost. We lost Andro. We lost. It's my brother and lost Andro. How many lives are we lose here?
Kelvin,
Hmm?
Graham,
Yes, Commander.
Radko. The three of you are going to return to the movement immediately. At the moment, there is absolutely no way I can justify continuing this mission with this current emotional state. So our friend, he gestures to Kismet, and Esmeralda, and I don't know Remus. I don't know what Remus's reaction would
Remus
be.
is going back.
Yeah.
TM.
Okay. We will take care of the rest of this.
No, 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 no. I promised this was going to be my last mission as you as my commander. I'm not going to trust the outcome of this mission to a random
You
half
hear a
elf
door
and a fucking dragon.
open from behind you as you shout.
I'm not coming back.
And
Not until I see this through.
as you're all looking at each other, consumed with each other, Kismat turns and looks towards the door, and he looks around at the lot of you and goes, "Well, now's your turn to show your resolve." And as the lot of you follow his gaze, you see a child, a small elven child, and you see her stepping back into her house after a long day out in the fields, roaming the town, doing as she does every day.
I fucking dropped the sword. I set it back into its. I cast away the fucking my fiend weapon. I dispel it.
Graham looks at Alum, his eyes pleading. Please, we don't have to hurt her. We don't have to do that.
Yeah, I cast away the fiend weapon.
Alum rubs his forehead. Well,
I'm sorry.
Oh,
the current state of things,
I'm a soldier. I'm always gonna be one, and I'll follow whatever the hell you tell me to do. But I'm begging you, can we just take her back,
I walk up to Callum.
please?
Perhaps,
Man, sorry, Callum.
perhaps. Oh.
Callum nods at
I was
Kelvin.
going to say perhaps with the research notes, because didn't we take those?
I
I
mean,
took
yes.
them.
Did
Yeah,
Esmeralda
perhaps with.
actually take them?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
She was
Oh.
like, if you're not gonna give them to me now willingly, then I'm gonna take them when you're gone. So
Oh,
so I took them.
well,
So I have them.
I was going to say, I was going to say anyway, since Kelvin doesn't really know this, but they say, well, with the research of the mother, like hopefully out of like silently to the group. This is not like to the child, but sorry, it's taking me a bit. But
No, take your time.
and he says, with that knowledge, could we perhaps, with the help of the movement, do you think it would be possible for us to find a way to improve upon what they were doing in a way that would actually be beneficial and not harmful to people, and would also help them and not cause them to be in such severe pain as the mother seemed to be in quite the state.
Well, I mean, that's
Hold on.
quite the bit of inspiration you just had there. Maybe you could get some confirmation on that one.
I both as a I'm just gonna say this as a player to
Fuck, I'll
Matt.
use my point.
I have Eyes of the Rune Keeper, so I can read all writing.
Oh, that's cool.
So can I flip through the notes?
They are detailed and extensive and thicker than most books.
Cool.
It's
You basically
literally
picked up
like
a big old
binders
like a
and
textbook.
you got binders full of notes on this thing. Like
Cool.
it's
Gonna need
it's a lot.
gonna need a weekend. Gonna need a weekend to read all of these. Gonna need some just like a 10 minutes cup of tea. I got this. Whew.
Graham, you were volunteering your point of inspiration.
I will volunteer my point of inspiration if it means saving this girl.
What are you trying to figure out?
I just want to know if there's a way that we could, I guess, save her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I want. Let me save this child.
I mean, that's vague.
Oh my god. What do you want me to do, Commander?
That's not. He wants you to stop calling him Commander.
For one, no.
I just
You are the commander.
Hey,
I just
hey, can I just before we continue this moment a little bit, I want to let everyone just remind everyone, try to avoid the whole in-game out-game. I get that this is
Yeah.
tense and emotional. That's how I wrote it, but try not to get mad at the other players for what's happening. Try and remember that
I'm
this is a
just
story
messing
that
around.
I know, but like try and remember that this is a story that we're all writing together, and that this shouldn't reflect, it shouldn't have any emotional reflection on the other players here. We're all friends here. We're all having a good time, despite the fact that
We're not having
most
a
of
good
you
time.
probably aren't having that great of a time, like
I'm having a
emotionally right now.
fantastic time.
Like
I don't know what the fuck
emotionally
Same.
right now.
Alum, just he nods at Radko, nods at Graham, nods at Kelwin. I've
That'll
made
get a
my
nod?
decision.
You aren't part of the movement. I mean, this is out of character talk here.
Yeah.
You aren't part of the movement.
I know. I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around.
I've made my decision, but in this kind of a situation, that's not. I can't say it's final. If anyone here can give me a reason why I shouldn't carry forth the mission as was described to me by my commanding officer, then I implore you, please do. Otherwise, I
The
will carry it
other-
out as described.
Our other part of the mission was we either terminate it or we find an ulterior way to get rid of it. Ulterior way could be to
Actually,
bring her back.
Actually, let me just reiterate the mission for all of you. Your mission was to find the source of this mysterious magic. No, determine what the magic did, find the source of the magic, and eliminate it if you saw that to be the correct decision.
Um,
Essentially, act at your discretion.
Quick question. Kelvin, you're wearing pretty obvious like cleric robes, right?
No.
No, Kelvin is not a cleric in the
Outward-
church sense. Cleric in
Yeah,
the
no.
casting sense.
Outwardly, though, I look like a soldier.
I kind of just address everyone. Wait, I mean, I don't even know the mission, so I just kind of sit. Just
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
you don't know shit.
I can't do
Alum,
anything.
Alum agrees wholeheartedly with Kelwin's sentiment, but says, unfortunately, because something could be some way, doesn't mean that it is. I'm sorry, but I've been raised and I've been taught that if I don't have a reason to act otherwise, I must act according to the mission.
This
That is why I
could
encourage you to leave.
this could benefit the movement in some way if we can just
Bringing her back could be
maybe
another way
Bigby
to
can
eliminate
study
it.
her. Yeah,
We still haven't read these notes yet.
yeah. The notes heard everything. They're all connected. We might as well just bring her home.
How
would
close
remove
is the
the s-
town?
The town's like a good distance off.
Okay. Is there anyone around other than us and this kid?
Nope.
And dragon.
I mean, and the dragon, yeah.
And the hot dragon.
And the super hot dragon.
Hello, thank you for the compliment.
No, he really is really hot though. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
Those
those-
dulcet
Any
tones.
trace of hotness
Um,
has left the character.
Why?
Absolutely.
Because he let you make your own decisions?
No.
he didn't
No.
encourage us. Just
Yeah,
saying, he didn't encourage us to kill
anyone to.
anyone.
Yeah.
And
No,
he didn't ask us
I,
to.
I think it's the indifference is what's setting Radko
Yeah.
off. Anyway,
Is it the yeah, no, I'm gonna no, fuck it.
okay.
Okay.
All right. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
I think it was Zin.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying. We have the research notes. We don't. This is a child, Alum. I may not have a deeper connection like you with this whole movement thing, but she is a child. We need to find some way to spare her. And if we don't, then we move on then. Then we find out what to do at that point. But for now, let's try to save what lives we can.
Alum looks visibly frustrated, and annoyed, and irritated, and with a snarl and a glare, he snaps his gaze over to Esmeralda and spits out, "Then get reading."
All right. You got it, man. I start reading as fast as I can.
All right. The child looks confused. But she simply walks over to one of the smaller, comfortable chairs in the quote unquote
cute.
living room area and just sort of sits down.
Okay. So
And
yeah,
she-
I'm just reading as fast as I can.
She looks up at the lot of you and goes, Who are you people?
Alum does not
Can-
fucking
can-
respond. He
Can
doesn't even.
Radko talk to the
Grant-
girl?
Go ahead.
Yeah, of course.
No, and Graham, please.
No, go right ahead.
Absolutely. Hey, hey, sweetheart, can I ask for your name?
Allow the DM some time so that he can remember it real quick.
That's okay. That's okay, princess. That's okay. Shut up.
Looks up at
My-
God. God, what's my name?
My name is Karina.
Karina. Hi, Karina. My name is Radko. And he offers a big, like big square hand, being like, hi, nice to meet you. And he
She
kneels down. If she's sitting down, he kneels down.
yeah,
Just his
she
either
she
like
shakily
eye
hand
level or lower.
she shakily reaches a hand out to shake yours.
Hi. Hi.
What was her name again?
Do you shake her hand? Karina.
Yes, yes. My name is Ratko.
Do you shake her hand? Is my question.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Let's see. Give me just a second.
Um,
Uh, yeah. Okay. Oh God. Oh no. Oh my dice.
oh no, where
Oh, I
did it
need
go?
those.
No.
Oh, I need those for rolling. Yeah. You take 4 points of psychic damage.
That's
As you
okay.
grab onto her hand, and well, your wisdom is reduced by 3.
So that means -3?
Yes, -3.
Okay.
Notably, you're older. When your wisdom was removed earlier, I did mention it went back to its full. So
Yes, yes. So now it's 7.
okay. And these you can feel what happened when you were in the room with her mother, but it's less profound, less overwhelming than it was with her mother.
Okay. Um, Raiko asked her like just small questions like, "Hey, how long have you been living here?" And
All
I don't
all
know.
all my life.
All my life. How old are you, sweetheart?
She holds up 7 fingers.
God.
You're so young.
How am I progressing on these notes, by the way? Sorry.
It's slow going. They're very complicated, and a lot of them are about a magic that you've literally never heard before.
Hey,
Most of them refer to her, as in the woman that was taking on all this magic, or rather the person that it would refer to in her position as the empath. But that's you haven't gotten very far into it.
hey, Matt.
Yes.
You know that point I volunteered? Is that towards what Zin is doing?
Uh, I mean, your point that you volunteered was asking whether or not there was a way to save this child, and my
Oh,
answer
okay.
was yes.
Oh, my lord in heaven. Okay.
Um, I turn and I look at the girl. So, kid,
Hang
how's
on.
everyone in town? Oh, okay.
I just wanted to ask Esmeralda really quick. What exactly are you looking for in the notes? Are you just
Um,
reading them, or are you looking for something in particular?
the specific the specific kind of caster that allows like what kind of what allowed her mother and this girl to be different, what
Oh,
allows them to take on these
you find that
emotions.
pretty quickly. They have some pretty extensive research notes on trying to impart this gift upon someone else, and as you flip through, you're not finding anything successful.
Can I
Sorry,
try to
Alum, go ahead.
Um, so kid, you were in town earlier.
She nods.
How's everyone feeling?
There are some people that are tired, most of them. Some people that are sad. Some people that are hurt, and some people that are hurt and she makes a sort of stabbing sort of motion, like towards her leg, like hurt.
Hmm.
They
Wow.
Does anybody seem happy, chipper?
Some of them, yeah, a lot of them actually, but
Hmm.
that's not that sort of thing. It's hmm. I don't feel as much that. I feel more the bad things, and I help them with it.
um
Yeah.
fuck.
I figured. He
Okay.
rubs his temples and turns away again.
Fuck.
Graham kind of just leans down and goes, "Don't mind him. He's just a big old grouchy grouch."
Yeah, he's just
She
an old man.
she nods.
Is there any specifics about the girl?
No, there is literally no mention of her in these notes.
Hmm. Is there?
Alan walks over to Esmeralda.
Oh no.
Kind of kneels down. So, getting the vibe that she's at least somewhat connected. She said she's
Yes.
able to help people, which I can only imagine means the same thing that we just dealt with.
I quietly scream, just like a.
Have you made any progress? He gestures towards the notes.
I learned a lot about what they are, and how they've tried to transfer this ability to others, and it has worked.
Any mention of the kid?
None. Zero.
Oh, notably, Esmeralda, you have like this runic vision thing that lets you
Oh, yeah.
read anything.
Any all text. So anything.
Okay. Any what?
It's just all text.
Okay.
I can read
Yeah.
anything.
So you can read this text, but mentally you realize you have literally never seen this text before. Never in your travels, which you have had many, have you actually seen this writing, this language. You would have no idea how to pronounce it if you tried, nor what the language itself is called. It's a bit of a mystery.
I bet it's celestial.
Nope.
Fucking hell, not everything celestial. On.
I do turn the book to Alan. Have you seen this before? This writing. I can read it because of these cool eyes. But have you? Do you know of this?
Alan looks at it and shrugs. No. It's pretty cool though. He looks pretty lethargic.
I wanna know what Kelvin is doing for this whole.
The writing, by the
mess.
way, is like this whole like blocky It looks like these blocks and dots that are like all connected in lines. Each line of text is like just one sort of like squiggled box. It's like a combination of calligraphy and like these blocky runes.
So it's like runes and Thai lettering.
Yeah, sort of. Kelvin, what have you been doing? That's a good question.
Mostly just watching things. Like they don't wanna be like the fucking subject is so heavy about like, oh yeah, what are we doing with this kid?
Mm-hmm.
I have a quick question, Matt.
Yes.
Is there a light source in this room? Is there like a fire going or anything?
No, it's pretty dark. There's just moonlight through the windows.
Okay. Well,
Alan looks over at the kid again. You know about how many people live in this town?
She looks down at her hands and she starts counting on her fingers and then looks back up at you and shakes her head no.
A lot, right?
She nods her head yes.
Say 7.
Alan looks over at the dragon. How's the dragon doing? What's he up to?
He's got a pretty neutral expression on his face. Actually, that's a lie. Not neutral. He is intensely interested in what all of you are doing.
Of course he is.
Yeah. Alum looks over at the book. Remembers fucking Esmeralda saying it would take a solid weekend. Looks over it. Radko and Graham.
I'm using my lantern to make shadow puppets.
Yeah, and they're making like hand shapes for the
That's so
like in front
cute.
of the ladder, be like, look, it's a
I'm
deer.
showing her how to make a dog.
That's the cutest thing. She is trying real hard, but she can't really. She's having trouble getting her fingers to separate independently of each other. You know.
Matt, stop making this
Oh,
so difficult.
it's
Um,
okay, we'll teach her.
can I? Quick question. Can is there any section of the notes that are about how to take these empaths and have them stop being, stop doing the thing, where they take emotions away from people?
Um.
Just is
Yeah.
there
As
any?
as you as you start scrolling through, you think that you've found. You keep thinking that you've found something. That had some allusions to, the empath, uh, being able to essentially you're able to infer it that this is possible, because you see that they've got notes talking about, Mrs. Caldbury, I think, right?
Shadbury.
Shadbury,
Shadbury.
that's it.
Yeah.
You see notes talking about Miss Shadbury, and, how she's helped with this research, and also, helped with other bits of research, the pages for which you don't have. Um, so you can infer that she had some way of living a normal life that wasn't actively making her miserable at all times.
Okay, so I'm gonna call over Alum and tell him that. Be like, hey, there's they can be normal. They can exist, and I think that's enough for us to go off of for you guys to keep her. To I just need a little more time, but there's a way we can save her.
Alum does not let Esmeralda say that loudly. Um, she gets to about, we need a little bit more time, but, and he covers her mouth. Kneels down and says, might be able to. Don't put hope where there isn't any. And he rubs the bridge of his nose like he's been doing for the past 15 minutes and says,
He's rubbed it so much it's raw at this point.
yeah, it's like skin cells are just falling off. It's getting pretty
He
red.
needs an Advil.
Yeah. He's too old for this shit. His heart can't take this.
I feel you. I feel you.
But he says, listen, there's nothing that I would love more at the moment than to help this kid. But if helping this kid means things stay similar in this town, then a matter of fact is we're not doing it. He says in a hushed tone.
Does anyone have a point of inspiration left?
Me.
Kelwin, I believe.
I do.
Are you interested in spending this to try and solve this puzzle?
Solve
Yes.
that puzzle.
Solve this children puzzle.
Please, because I'm
Please.
actually
Yeah.
I have a
Please-
real
please
big
solve.
test tomorrow too.
Please
Sorry.
solve this child puzzle.
Solve this children puzzle.
Please,
Kelwin,
Because we're kind of going in circles here, is what it
please
feels
let
like.
this
Yeah.
please let this
Kelwin,
suffer.
as you're standing close enough to Alum and Esmeralda, to be able to hear for the most part what they're saying, you start thinking and you start pondering, and as they continue poring over this book, it's been a good hour, that Esmeralda has been looking through this, and seeming to come up with nothing, and Graham and Radko have been, distracting the child, trying to keep her interested, and this entire time the dragon has been looking between each of you, and then his face, almost before the idea hits your brain, Kelwin, his eyes lock onto you, and you see him smile as he sees that you've figured it out. You've done it. And you see him, and you can feel this resonance between the two of you, and you realize that you are on the tip of an idea. You have something there, and he knows you have something that even you didn't really realize you had. And what you realized that you were thinking about was her ability, the woman upstairs, her ability to transfer this pain into someone else at any point in time. She was able to actively share the burden with someone else, and your mind continues to race, and you realize maybe maybe she can share it with something that is near human, but not quite a human being, but something that can imitate it so incredibly closely that even magical sensors cannot tell that it's not a human. You realize, with a flash, you suddenly turn to your party and shout, "The golems!"
Oh
And
yeah.
everyone looks at you. You've broken this intense silence and tension that's been
Thank
hanging over you
God.
this entire time. And
We
Esmeralda
can.
has no idea what's happening. The dragon, who you would assume would have no idea, looks just as excited as you are.
Oh, but yeah. No, we could. The golems. We can. The the girl has the ability to transfer emotions to something that's humanoid. Well, nobody can tell that the golems aren't really human. They're essentially humans, but they aren't. We could just transfer all the emotions to them, and then none of this would have. There would be nobody hurt.
Oh my God, Kelvin, I could kiss you full on the snout right now.
Please don't.
I'm gonna with tongue.
No.
Uh, I
Right in your nose hole.
I
There's
close
boogers
the
in there, dragon boogers.
The nosy.
I close the notes. What are they talking?
Matt, can I join you in secrets for like just a second?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So does that like solve anything? Because like the town is still in the same boat.
What do you mean?
It's still everyone's still under the same effect.
She
We're
only
just
has so much range.
So wait, I'm confused. So like
So you're essentially, by taking her back and allowing her to channel these emotions into the golems, you can, to an extent, essentially keep her somewhere where that's okay. The base is spread out across like miles and miles and connected by teleporters.
Mhm.
So essentially, you can keep her in an area where she is contained, not dead, and you can keep people in there watching her, but keep enough golems to where all of those emotions are sent into her. I mean, sent into them from her.
Okay, but I'm talking about the fucking city. So the city that we're in right now, nothing is going to change in the city. Like all the emotions are coming from those people in that city,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to continue to think everything's fine and dandy. It's just going to go to the golems instead of her.
Oh, no, 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 no. She won't be able, her powers won't be able to reach her at that point. Reach them at that point. They will be completely unaffected by it.
So what's the point of
The source of
basically
the
just like
magic's removed. The
where's her
magic's
getting
removed.
why is she having a shitty time if she's no longer taking in the negatives from
Oh, no, she'd just be taking in the negatives from the members of the movement if she was in a public area.
oh um isn't that still I'm just confused as to where all these negative emotions are going to or coming from. So if she's in the movement,
They're coming
it,
from the people around her and going
yeah.
into her, where she slowly processes them and filters them out.
So no
But
one in the
it's
movement is going to think negative thoughts.
if you keep her in the public area, yes, but not if you keep her in an area that is far enough away to where it's out of those people's range, in which case you can put some dragons, dragonborns, and dragonkin well, not dragons, but dragonborn and dragonkin into an area where they can take care of her properly. That's the idea. That's what you've got right now.
I guess. All right.
All right, going back over.
Alone screaming at him doesn't mean as much as just like, one
Yeah,
person
I'm ready.
decides
I'm
who
ready for
lives or
Alan
who
to yell
dies.
at me.
All right,
Yeah, no.
Hello.
we're back.
I'm back.
Hi.
So what are you guys doing?
Fucking tired.
Well, I mean, I'm just chilling. Esmeralda's like, well, these notes are intense. I'm gonna take a nap. And I take a nap.
No, we have a solution. Can we go with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alum takes a second and he nods. Let's at least try it.
All right.
And with that, they all fucking teleport.
Yeah, you all
God.
step outside of the building. You grab onto each other and
And the child, or are we
And the
just leaving
child?
the child?
and Esmeralda, I would assume. And Kelwyn,
Nah.
you can feel from Kelwyn, you can feel from behind you. Kismat grabs onto your shoulder just as you guys are teleporting.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
great.
cool. I'll just sit here in this castle.
No,
I
we
said
you
and
No, we have
Esmeralda.
you. We
I
have
was
you.
joking.
I was
I'm
gonna
holding,
say,
I'm
I
holding your
scoop-
tiny little hand in my giant meat hook.
I've scooped
Cute.
up that child. She's mine now.
Giant meat hook.
Before they all leave, Alum walks up to Radko, places a hand on his shoulder, and doesn't make eye contact. Just sort of looks down towards the ground. Thank you, and then walks away. Not like away, but like
He walks away
stops,
into the sunset
stop,
and never
stops,
comes back.
stops engaging,
And just keeps
they
walking.
teleport.
Alum walked around the earth that day.
You have nothing to thank for. I'll get back to you on this one.
And then they all die because a meteor hits.
Because what you didn't
Finally.
know is this system isn't prepared to handle a true dragon, and now you're all dead.
It turns out that we're all
Oh.
dinosaurs. Plot twist.
Plot twist. That's a terrible plot twist.
It's a great
Yeah,
plot
that's a real
twist.
I'm gonna
Stupid
go ahead and
plot.
stop streaming for tonight. We're all done with our session today.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
If you need to go to bed, go to bed.
Yeah.
We didn't
Thank
get to.
you.
We didn't get to fight a thing. I didn't cast.
No, I mean, I'm
Good.
actually
No,
kind of
we
happy
avoided the fight
I'm
I'm
by
actually
talking to
happy.
the
You
dragon.
avoided the fight that totally would have killed at least one person, and then you would have had to run if you wanted to survive. You did a
I'm
good
proud
work.
of us.
There,
I'm proud of us.
Oh my god. Okay, that halfling
Like,
guy.
I
was
know
really
that
good,
you
though.
want to go around killing people, but
No,
He's
I just
smart.
No,
wanted to-
I mean,
I
He's
just
smart
wanted to
is a
kill that
CR-14 adult dragon. He is
Yeah, I knew.
not
Yeah,
to be
I
fucked
actually-
with.
I went ahead and I checked the challenge rating.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'm. This was great. This was really good. Even if we didn't get to fight anything, this was great.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes.
What the fuck did I fucking say?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I'm really glad you called it. Again.
Where's my
again, that-
fire emojis?
Yeah, you,
Alright.
Like,
you
I'm-
super called it, and I'm very glad you did.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you called it.
I don't want to die, man. We
no,
already we
you-
already lost
There's
so many
a
people.
reason. There is a fucking reason you're a commanding officer.
There's
so...
also a reason that you guys were fighting under an open sky, so you literally always had a route to exit from, because that encounter would have fucked
Yeah.
everything real hard.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I really like this dragon NPC that you made. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
me too.
hot.
He's my buddy.
I really, you know what I really like?
don't-
I design an
I
encounter.
don't. Raiko doesn't trust a single cell.
We aren't talking
That's
about
fine.
we
We're
aren't talking about our
about-
characters. We're talking
I know,
about real
people.
flesh world people.
All right, I'm gonna stop
Both.
streaming now.
Both. No. This is Raiko and Ice Trap.
Thanks.
Okay,
Glad you hate the
Get it.
character I
And
made.
this
That's
is a
cool.
fucking black dragon.
we get it.
Still.
buddy,
Heck,
buddy, you
Stop
need to go
streaming
take a
now.